Welcome to momseveryday.com. I'm your host, Jen Lennon, and today I'm joined by Kathy Bilkis. She is, of course, the owner of Your Taxlady. Kathy, welcome.
Hello.
Now, Kathy, you've been with us quite often, and you always have great financial advice for us and getting our affairs in order. And actually, we're going to talk a little bit about that today, because with the wildfire, we understand certainly that some people have lost everything in terms of their paperwork.
You bet.
So actually, calling your tax preparer could be a good first step.
It is. We record and we keep track of a lot of information that's kind of under the radar that they don't think that we had.
Right. For instance, like I was thinking about my children's social security numbers, or you said even vehicle registration information. Your tax preparer has that, right?
You bet. Yeah. They're who you pay your mortgage to,
okay.
Who you give your charity monies to, what vehicles you own, a lot of miscellaneous information that, oh yeah, I forgot they had that.
So if you're somebody out there listening today and you need to recover some of that information, please call your tax professional. And of course, if you don't have a tax professional, this might be a good time to realize that this could be just a helpful backup for you in your financial life,
You
right?
bet, yes. We keep a lot of information scanned and in the cloud so that we have it.
So even if the tax preparer's office were to go away, you still would have access to the information.
Correct.
Now, for those of us who obviously still have our things, this is a good time to start planning, though, for moments like this in life, right?
Yes.
And you can even speak from some personal experience. You had to evacuate. So tell us some of the things then we need to get in order.
Basically, you need to get a scanner.
Okay.
Scanners right now are very, very, very cheap. Make PDF copies of your mortgages, your banking information, your credit card information, your birth certificates, credit cards, statements, Social Security cards, marriage licenses, your wills, anything that you have that is of value. You need to make sure that you get a PDF of it, store it, yes, on a CD or a jump drive that you have at your home,
right?
But also put it in the cloud. Google has a walkthrough that gives you nice little storage that's in the cloud that you can access from anywhere in the world.
Because the reality is you can have all of that stuff prepared at home, but if you're not at home to grab it,
if it's in that box waiting for you to come grab it before the catastrophe, it's gone.
It might not happen, yeah. And for those who are not familiar with the cloud is a great place where we can store information and access it remotely, right? So
Yes.
we can access it from anywhere.
And it's a secure, you put a password on it, and you can keep it so that it's safe so no bad guys can get into it.
Right, so this is something we should start doing now. And in terms of receipts and purchases, you always tell us about keeping our receipts for tax purposes, but also then for insurance and replacement purposes, right?
Correct. If you just bought that 52-inch TV and the insurance company is saying, yeah, sure, you have to prove that you actually bought it with that receipt. So when you're scanning all those receipts, scan the copies of the receipts of that new furniture you just bought, or those electronics that you just bought, or those brand new skis that you just bought. So anything that you have in your home, dig out those receipts, scan them, and put them in your
And the reality is having a tax preparer like you is also helpful, because you said the IRS is not very kind when it comes to natural disasters.
Unfortunately
not. They expect to see those records and receipts anyway, right?
Yes, if you are a business and they do call you on the carpet for the audit, and you say, sorry, I lost everything in a flood or a fire, I have no receipts, they say, sorry, you can't take that deduction.
Okay.
So make sure that you start backing up your data, backing it up to the cloud, backing it up to a CD or a jump drive.
And now's the time to find that tax preparer to help you with some of those things too.
Please.
All right, thank you, Kathy, for that helpful information.